What is up, everybody? This is Lyle, No Hippie Trucking and Transportation, coming at you from the Denver yard. About to go deliver this 16-mile run for $21. Not too excited about that, but probably not as mad as the guy that had to lug this heavy-ass load from Cartersville, Georgia to Denver, so at the rate this load was paying. So, looks like we both got the short end of the stick on that. What I wanted to talk about in this video was the trucking lifestyle. I just did a video talking about how trucking was the easiest job I ever had in my life, and I stand by that, but I want to talk about how hard the lifestyle is. And before I get into that, I wanted to kind of talk about this short load. You know, in that previous video, I'd said, you know, I don't like dropping short loads on people. As a matter of fact, I would sit on a load before I just drop it on somebody. You know, 8, 10 miles, 20 miles, shit like that. And that's just a belief that I have. That's just something that I have. Personally, if everybody had my attitude on that, we would be a very inefficient company. So while those are the standards I'm gonna live by on it, I'm not necessarily saying that it's the wrong thing to do. You know, it takes all different types of people to make a business run fluid. You know, if I look back into my, you know, back when I was a manager in the mortgage industry, you needed all different kinds of people that had all different kind of ethics on all different kind of things to make your business run smoothly. So don't think if you watch that I said, you know what, you're wrong if you drop a load like this on somebody, because there needs to be people that will drop those loads off on people. But then I do believe there needs to be some people that, you know, kind of like, you know what, I'm not gonna be that guy. So it takes all types, I guess is what I'm saying. But let's circle back around to this lifestyle situation. Listen, trucking is the easiest job I've ever had. I'm gonna stand by that. But the lifestyle is extremely hard. Very hard. I think it might be easier if you get into it when you're younger, before you've already established just established things in your life. But for me, this lifestyle is hard. Even the simplest things. You know what I mean? And one of the simplest things I'm talking about is just taking a shit. My God. I'm not the type to be running in no truck stop, you know, just going into like that row of shitters where everybody's out there looking between the cracks and looking at your shoes under the floor. No, I can't do that. I have to plan my day, week, month, however long it is, around accumulating enough shower credits to where I could burn a shower credit if it comes down to that. I mean, in a rare circumstance, you'll see me out there, you know, shitting with the common folks, I say. So even that part, I mean, that's a very hard part for me about this lifestyle. You know, my son might say something different. My son, he'll just go crap anywhere. You know what I'm saying? We'll be at like a 5-star restaurant. He's back there, you know, with the guy spraying cologne on and handing out chewing gum. I don't think they do that at 5-star restaurants, but he'd be that guy. You know what I'm saying? He would, he just feels that comfortable. So to me, that's the hard part of this lifestyle. But on a serious note, from a family aspect, this has to be one of the hardest jobs to get into from a lifestyle perspective. You know, you could look at it and say, okay, well, I'm single, I don't have a job, or I don't have a family to worry about. Well, you may not have a family to worry about this. I don't know where people meet their wives at when they come into this job as a single person. And then if you have a family, you know, depending on how you run, it's definitely hard. It's definitely a hard lifestyle for you, but not only you, your family as well. You know, a lot of stuff that I used to think of as just part of my life are things I can't do anymore. And I kind of started slowing down in my old age anyway. But I used to be at the gym 2 times a day, you know, stuff like that. Definitely can't do that in this business. You know, from a physical standpoint, it definitely will wear you down. before I got into trucking, I think I was probably at the gym, and I had, I think I remember when it happened. I was doing like leg presses, and at the time just thought I tweaked my hip or whatever, and it gave me some occasional issues, something like that. Something that really wasn't something that I would think about consciously. And now that I'm in this business, all this sitting around and stuff like that is definitely taking its toll on my hip. I go home, and then right when I'm about to leave, my hip starts feeling better, and now I'm right back where I was at before. So definitely hard from a physical standpoint. As far as just, it's hard to just do simple things that you used to like to do. I used to like to cook and be outside on my smokers, grills. Can't even do that. So it takes away some of the simple joys of life. And before I get on to the next one, if you're ever at this Denver yard, and I don't know why anybody would come to Denver and stay at the Flying J out there on Airport Road, if you want to get your hood taken off, go there. The TA down here is a mess as well. Come down to this Denver yard. It's great. And then when you wake up in the morning, the burrito lady just pulled up, and trust me, we're in the part of town where you get some good burritos. Trust me on that. But she's right outside the gate selling burritos. I think they're like $3.50 a piece, and she has some homemade authentic sauce as well. Back to my point, depression. I'm not the type to be getting depressed or anything like that, but I know that depression plays a big role in this business, and I've heard people outright say it. And I was just reading a Facebook post where it basically sounded like a cry for help. I don't know this person like that, so I didn't really comment on that video, but this is one of those businesses that depression could creep up on your ass if you're predisposed to that. So I just kind of wanted to separate the actual job from the lifestyle. Easiest job I've ever had, hardest lifestyle I've ever had. That's kind of about it, man. Just wanted to throw my 2 cents in on the lifestyle, and that was only touching. That was just touching on some of the things that make this lifestyle hard. If I really wanted to sit down and think about it even deeper, I could probably come up with even more reasons on how this lifestyle is a hard lifestyle. One that just came to mind is being a truck driver is almost like, how can I explain it? It's like being like somebody in shipping and receiving in the Atlanta area. You're so used to people beating you up all the time that you almost have a defensive personality. Just a little side story. I go down to a receiver in Atlanta. I could tell this girl is having a hard day. So I try to be super nice to her and everything, and I'm like, you're doing a great job. What do you mean I'm doing a great job? I think that, people that are used to getting beat up their entire life kind of have that defensive mechanism to them. And I see a bit of that in trucking as well, where not all truckers, not even most truckers, but there's a fair share of truckers that have that kind of defensive mindset to them, whether that be on a personal level or on a social level. Anyway, enough about that. I keep rambling. I need to start writing some shit down. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.